How you doing? I'm Darren with Kickin BBQ. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Now, first and foremost, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold right now. That's why my voice sounds the way it does. But Thanksgiving is rapidly approaching, and I had to get a turkey video out. I plan on hopefully doing one more, but we'll see how it goes. So this is about a 14.5-pound turkey, and I'm just gonna come out and say it. If you're the guy trying to buy a 25-pound bird, stop it. Get two smaller birds. Number one, they cook more even, they cook better, and you're gonna have a better end result than if you're trying to cook everything even on a giant turkey. Of course, you can spatchcock it, which is what we're gonna be doing today, but two turkeys look a heck of a lot better on a platter than one. So the first thing we're gonna be doing is brining this bird using the Sucklebusters Area 51 bird brine. Now, I've been using this for the past couple of years. It's a fantastic brine. It's super simple. So we're gonna get this brine going. We're gonna get this turkey in the brine. We're gonna let it soak overnight. We'll season it up tomorrow. We're gonna cook it on the Traeger Ironwood 885, and it's gonna be absolutely delicious. So let's jump in and get this brine made. All right, so to make our Area 51 bird brine, the directions say to add 2 quarts of water, which we know is 8 cups. So we have 4 cups there, and we have another 4 cups for 8. All right, now at this point, we are going to add our herbs. Now we're gonna get this to a boil, and we're gonna make sure to stir often. Now, while I'm stirring this and we're waiting for it to get up to boil, I just wanted to mention, if you have a brine that you like to make, or you have a different recipe that you like to make, feel free to do it. I mean, when it comes down to it, a brine is just sugar, salt, and water. You know, you can throw some herbs and aromatics in there, whatever you want to do. But I've been using this brine for 3-4 years now. It's simple, it's easy, and it adds just a wonderful flavor to the bird. I did it last year for my family for Thanksgiving. Smoked a turkey on my WSM, and everyone thought it was fantastic. So I highly recommend this brine. But if you have one that you make, or you have one that you buy that you want to use, absolutely feel free to do it. I've said it before, I'll say it again, that's what barbecue is all about, taking something and making it your own. But if you're looking for something new to try, highly recommend giving this a shot. I'll have a link for everything I'm using in this video down below. All right, so you can see that our herbs are up to a boil. We're gonna immediately cut the heat per the instructions, and we're going to come in with our seasoning packet and just dump the whole packet in. So we got our heat off, and we're just gonna stir this for 1 minute until everything is dissolved. All right, so now that everything is dissolved, we're gonna come in with 2 quarts of ice cold water. There's 1, and there's 2. So at this point, we have our brine ready to go, but we need to let it cool. Now, the reason we need to let it cool is because if we take a temperature reading right here, I don't know if you can see that, we're still sitting at about 137 degrees. If we were to put this in our bag and put our turkey in there, it would actually start cooking that turkey, and that turkey is not going to be food safe. So it's about 26 degrees outside here right now. I'm actually gonna throw some ice in this pot and put it outside and let it cool until it's below 40 degrees. We want this thing ice cold when we put our turkey in it. We don't wanna run into any food safe issues. You don't want anyone getting sick on Thanksgiving. That kind of ruins the day. So I'm gonna get some ice in this, get it outside, and I'll bring you back when this is cooled. All right, so we've gone ahead and let our brine get down to a safe temperature, and right now, 39 degrees. So we know that that is a safe temperature. This turkey is not going to cook when we dump this brine on it. And again, this is not something you want to rush when you're dealing with a brine that you heat up. Make sure you get it down to a food safe temperature so you're not getting anyone sick with your turkey. So at this point, we're gonna get this turkey in the bucket, and this big bag does come with the Sucklebusters brine kit. So if you can fit this in your refrigerator, just put it in there, seal it up, throw it in your fridge. I'd have to take quite a bit of stuff out of my fridge right now to fit this whole bucket, so I just usually put this bag in one of these trays and put it in the refrigerator. So let's go ahead and get the turkey in the bucket. I'm just gonna bring the bucket as close to the turkey as I can. I'm gonna get this lifted up and right into the bag. And I like to put it so the back end is up so I can dump some of that brine in the cavity. So we get that in there. Next, we're gonna come in with our brine. And you wanna have enough to cover the entire bird. So at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and lift up on this bag a little bit because it's kind of pressurized right now in there. There we go. Now it's expanded out. I'm gonna finish dumping in the rest of my brine. Now I know you can't see, but my turkey still isn't quite yet submerged, so the instructions say to keep filling it up with cold water until it's completely submerged. So I'm gonna go fill this up with cold water right now. I'm gonna go ahead and dump the rest of the water in here. And that is perfect. The entire turkey is submerged. Now we're just gonna go ahead and get this bag up off the rim, make sure we get all the air out of it and get it sealed up. All right, so you can see that we have the turkey in the bag, in the brine, in the tray. It's ready to go in the refrigerator. This is probably gonna brine for about 12-16 hours. You can go up to 24 hours, but 12-16 is usually good enough for me. So I'm gonna get this in the refrigerator. We will see you in the morning. We're gonna spatchcock this bird. We're gonna get it seasoned up and we're gonna get it on the traeger. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. So we will see you tomorrow. All right, so it is the next morning. It's been about 14 hours since we've had this turkey in the brine. And you can see this is kind of an ugly bird. The skin split. That's just how it came out of the packaging. So a little disappointing to see that, but that's how it goes sometimes. So at this point, we're gonna get this flipped over and we're gonna get it spatchcocked. To do this, you're going to want a good set of kitchen shears. These are some KitchenAid. They're super sharp. They do a really good job. They're pretty heavy duty. And all we're going to do is just go on both sides of the spine here. So now that we have it split open, we're just going to go down the other side here. Now that we have the spine out, you're going to want to save this, use this to make your stock for your gravy. It's going to add a lot of nice flavor to it, especially because it's been in the brine. All right, so now we're just going to come in with a paper towel. We're just going to dry everything off as good as we can. Want to get all that moisture from the brine out of here. So now that we have our turkey wide open, we're just going to take a knife and make a slice right in here, just until you hear it split. Then we'll snap that bone. That way our turkey lays nice and flat. So now that we got our bird open, we're just going to come in with our seasoning on the inside. We're just going to come in with a light layer of the Tailgater's Barbecue Party Rub. Nice savory notes to the bird. Next, we're going to come in with my Kickin Barbecue Honey Chipotle. It's going to add good color, good flavor, a little sweetness to it. All right, so now that we have the inside of the bird seasoned up, we're going to get this on a wire rack and get the top side seasoned up. I'm going to put this on the wire rack so we don't have to handle it too much and mess up our seasoning when we get this bird out on the smoker. I'm going to go ahead and tuck these wings back behind just so we don't have to touch it after we season it. We're going to get a good nice presentation there. Kind of tuck this skin down, pull it tight. We're going to come in again with the Tailgater's Barbecue Party Rub. Just a nice light coat. And if you've seen my other turkey videos, I've done a bird just with this. It turns out absolutely fantastic. More of a traditional savory bird on there. Next, we're going to come in with the Honey Chipotle. Nice even application. Not too heavy. Just want to get some good color out of this. All right, now we have the bird seasoned up. It's looking good. I'm going to come in with my meter probe just so we can monitor the temps. We're just going to go straight into the breast. That's looking good. We're going to get this out on the Traeger. It's running at 275 degrees. We're going to get this on, just let it do its thing. Probably going to let it run at 275 the whole time. We may bump it up to 300, 325. We'll see how it's looking, but I'll meet you outside at the Traeger. All right, and you can see we have our turkey on. We're running at 275 degrees. It's looking really good. We got good color. Got the meter probe in there. I'm going to set it up on my phone. Let me know when it's time to take it off. We're going to be looking for about 160 degrees before we take it off. It's probably going to take a few hours. We'll come out and check on it in about an hour, see where we're at. But yeah, good looking bird. So see you in about an hour. All right, so it's been 1 hour. You can see the bird is looking absolutely fantastic. Starting to get some good color on it. We're sitting at 104 degrees. According to my phone, we have about an hour left on the meter probe. So everything's looking really good. I'm just gonna come in with a little bit of vegetable oil and just spray this bird down and just add a little bit more rub to it, just to help the color along, help the crispiness. And you can use butter if you want. I like using the vegetable oil. It's easier to spray. Now we're just gonna come in with a little bit of the Honey Chipotle. Just give her a nice dusting. Kind of get all these nooks and crannies. And that's looking good, so I'm gonna let this go and I'll bring you back when it's done. We'll see you in about an hour or so. All right, so it's been about 2 hours and 45 minutes. You can see the bird is looking good. We're sitting at 158 degrees internal on the meter, if you can see that, 158. So now at this point, I'm gonna get some barbecue sauce on here. Like I said, we're going with a barbecue style turkey. We're not gonna get that crispy skin, which is okay with me because I wanna have a lot of good flavor on here. So the sauce we're gonna be using today is the Blues Hog Raspberry Chipotle sauce. This stuff is absolutely fantastic. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna hit this turkey. And this is gonna add a nice sweetness to the skin. It's gonna pair well with the honey chipotle. So everything is gonna be really, really good. Now we're just gonna come in, hit it with a little bit more rub, just to get our color back. We're gonna let that go for about 5 more minutes. We'll get it off and we'll get it rested. We'll see you then. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. You can see our sauce is set up. We got our barbecue turkey done. It smells wonderful. We're gonna get this off and let it rest for about 15 minutes on the board. I'll bring you back when it's time to do a taste test. We'll see you then. All right, guys, and here it is. Here's our rested spatchcock barbecue smoked turkey. It smells amazing. It looks okay. I'm not gonna say it's the most beautiful looking turkey on YouTube. You know, it got a little dark. I can promise you it's gonna be fantastic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and we're going to start getting this quartered up. Just gonna come in here and get this out of here. I mean, you think that's not juicy? That's a juicy turkey. Like I said, it may not be beautiful, but damn if it's not gonna be delicious. I can promise you that. So, got 1/4 off. I'm gonna go ahead, take the other one off. Yeah, look at that juice. Absolutely beautiful. Just gorgeous. I mean, that is a juicy, juicy turkey. I'm gonna get that set off to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and get these wings off. Usually you can just pull them. Got that wing. Come around to the other one. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take the breast. We're just gonna find that breastbone. Go on either side of it. Come down and just start filleting it off like you would a fish. And get in there, and this is still extremely hot. And this rested for about 20 minutes because I got caught up in a football game. Just take that off like that. Nice looking breast there. Looks absolutely fantastic. Now we'll come on the other side. There's our other breast. Looks awesome. And just look at all the juice on this board. I mean, that is a ton of moisture on that board. Don't throw this carcass away. Use it for soup. Use it for stock. There's a lot of great flavor in there. We'll come in here, find the joint of the leg. Take that off. Nice drumstick right there. Nice thigh. Come in, do the same thing on the other side. Another drumstick. Another thigh. And we'll come in to our breast. Just absolutely tender. Check that out. A lot of moisture in that breast. Super tender. Just pulls apart. That is fantastic. I'm gonna get this other one sliced up. Again, a ton of moisture in there. Super tender. Just a beautiful looking breast. And there it is. That's kind of how I would present it. Like I said, not the prettiest bird on YouTube, but I'm gonna give this a try. We're gonna see how it is. So good, wonderful flavor. The flavor from that brine is just coming through clutch. The flavor from the raspberry chipotle, the honey chipotle, and the party rub is just absolutely fantastic. It's a sweet heat with a little salt. This is so delicious. Go ahead and try one of these legs. Tender bite through skin. Great flavor from the barbecue sauce. That's an awesome turkey leg. All right, guys, and there it is. There's our barbecue smoked spatchcock turkey. Absolutely fantastic, tender, juicy. Everything I want in a turkey. Is it the most beautiful turkey? No, absolutely not, and I will not claim it to be. Is it absolutely delicious? 100%. I would have no problem serving this on Thanksgiving. That being said, for me, I'm gonna be chopping this up and using it for turkey sandwiches and lunches and stuff like that this week, which is kind of why I went this route. Also, like I said, I'm feeling a little under the weather for this video, so I'm hoping next weekend I'll be back to 100%, and we're gonna make an extremely beautiful, traditional smoked turkey next weekend, so I cannot wait for that video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.